that, and I think it would actually go, we got already started again.
Okay. It's already been worked.
Aye.
Good. Okay, so what is the plan, what are we doing?
So for,
I need to have records and doing this thing that, you know, before we present.
I think so.
Okay.
Unless somebody else wants to go up on 350. That's what I did.
Next.
Something else
I want to say just for new properties.
Yeah, I mean, existing properties used for that purpose, as long as they can fit or
Yeah.
legally fit it within the constraints, they can add it as much as they, within, I guess.
to these, yeah. They came.
Yeah, they can add to their property, but you no new properties, I'm assuming, for what it would be. That making sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm really tired, for sure.
That's the only part we need to change from there.
Anybody else? I mean, everything else seems to be a lot of. Based on I do like that he included the comprehensive plan from town of Marcel, that is the basis. That's why we got the plan, to give a direction for everybody, no matter who's on council or who's on this redevelopment board, planning, zoning, doesn't matter. Everything else seems fine. I do like everything else. 6 months, you're not using it,
Yeah, we're like that.
we changed it.
With that, gas station lot, we're gonna re-advertise or
I think we should just make a few calls and then try to get a ballpark, and then we'll come out with some kind of reasonable price. I think Furman will give us an idea, and who you should have to call.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the reach out to realtors?
Not just, what would they give us a ballpark price of what they think that we should list it for, or let's get it listed. Schools out for 2 months on that listing then, is what you said?
Yeah, it's on the first.
I guess you just let it be until after the first. I mean, you just nobody's.
Right.
I'm just telling the truth.
And like, and two, after the first of the year, then I could probably send email, you know.
That's what I mean, that's when I think we should really start.
And I did send an email to Mike and Andrea to see if Mike would help me, maybe like revamp that, you know what I mean? Or do something, just some, draw more attention to it,
Right.
or some kind of update or
It'd be
something.
nice if there's like a big book full of investors, you can just call them, hey.
Well, I mean, this list, I mean, this is pretty.
There is a listing, is it?
Yeah, it says like, well, it tells you the ones that like save the property, or, and then it tells you like if they are just, investors. Or if they,
That's pretty neat.
yeah, like property managers, or investors, buyer rep, it tells you what they are, for that company, so.
Good deal.
The more eyes, the better.
Right,
The more eyes, the better.
so there's that,
Go ahead.
well, that's just what I turned off the other day from the website. There's a few more. I think today it was 582 instead of 579. And then the two that I emailed, I just wrote on there.
Okay. Well, you know that. We'll regroup in January. Okay,
Okay.
I just think you should just go wait for time right now.
I don't have the time to do
I
it.
know. You're just gonna send a bunch of emails that after the first year, they come back and wipe them all.
Yeah,
And then as far as anything else, I don't really have anything else that I'm aware of, than that we talked about that little lot next to the White House.
the veteran.
And maybe they would put some kind of small,
Yeah, and they're all good with that. She said that moved us to the top of the list since we've already voted to do that, so. Getting all the information she needs from us on that, so. Yeah,
I like to see the one behind yourself, somebody go in there and do something with that, that'd be awesome.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, yeah, they're behind her.
She says she's selling, she says she's not, so.
Good. You know what, and then maybe once it's sold, we can make sure that we have a flag on that, if I'm pretty sure there was a lien on that.
Oh, yeah.
Once upon a time.
I don't think that. Or there was, yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, planning and zoning, our ordinances really need updated,
Okay,
the whole book itself. Laney said that you and him talked to Watson and they work with Lawrenceburg,
Yeah.
the county,
yeah. And they, how do you say it worked?
for a fee, and John said he didn't think it was a whole lot of money, they will redo all our ordinances and put them online,
Who?
the county,
Well, let's find out the fees.
the planning and zoning.
Let's find out the fee for that.
And so what else did he say, Andrew, that? Then they take, well, they
They,
take
like,
care
they
of it
can
all,
take care of it.
they take care of all that anyways, but we need to find out what that cost and
Yeah.
better to do that.
Yeah, so, you know, so I don't know what's been going on, but I've been getting like calls on myself, which is fine, because I know it's online. And I'm walking through like shopping or something, and then, you know, Lowe's, and somebody be like, hey, I just want to ask you about the power, and then, more so. But that's fine.
You get rid of this all.
Right. So I'm starting to talk to these people, and they're like, yeah, I put a 2 acre lot, and I'm like, okay, so if it's in Morrisville, you know, the town can write your permit, if it's not in Morrisville, it's a postal code. So people up there say, hey, it's in Morrisville, it's not in
It's
Morrisville,
actually county.
it's actually in the postal zone, and the county is going. So, but I thought our permits were pretty much mirrored the counties.
Well, and we just give them one and they take it to the county.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that I think that we are, even our zoning and stuff, it all mirrors the county.
It should.
permits, so
That's what I'm saying, we need it updated.
Okay. Let's find out the cost.
There
All right.
Yeah, so once we get the cost of the, whatever associated with it,
Right,
I get more favor of that.
how are you?
Doing good.
Kids are all good now,
Yeah, I
saved their life.
yeah, I'm mad, there's a method where I close one nostril and blow really hard in the mouth, shoots the current out, so.
One of us, Jeff.
No, she sticks popcorn kernels up her.
Oh.
So, my father-in-law was watching her, he couldn't get it outside the back.
Oh, no.
There's, I feel like it.
Yeah. You can sit anywhere you want, you can sit here, or you can sit,
Where?
that's what I do, wherever you want.
Yeah, Jeff's
He's over here.
Jeff's gotta go, he can't stay, he was just staying for, redevelopment, funding and everything.
Jeff has so many things he has to do, he flies out of town.
Good for you.
And Is who's out and about, Dave, this coming week, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay.
Dave comes in or with Brian. Brian usually, Dave usually sits out in front of that room, Main Street.
Right.
But,
They're out there, yeah.
yeah.
Did you tell them about, College Street,
What about-
County Leisure? That lot that's in our name now,
I didn't know.
What's this in the plan, or redevelopment?
same thing.
Okay, what is that?
So back, the driveway going back to Carnegie,
Mhm.
where the tiny house is, that little curve area, that's in our name now.
But it was an idiot, but it's in
How?
our name on.
She quick deeded it to us.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's how they're doing that. How we do with the home ordinance?
I'm fine with, if people wanna build tiny homes, I'm good with it, but it's still a sewer town and a sewer.
I mean, I really see a tiny home look at when these, some of their stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I guess we, I don't know, we shouldn't have to go by what the county goes by, right?
No.
And so, oh, I'm fine with it, I mean,
So,
do we want to set a limit though on how small? Or,
there is one.
Well, so, I mean, so we get back to this where we go to the shed. And then that's where I think that we have to draw a line, it's like you have to have either some type of foundation, some kind of plumbing, some kind of electrical, you know, some kind of, I'm really hoping not to invite people just pull the shed out, 50 and roll them out.
so then, yeah, I think we should.
We did, but that's what I'm saying, I don't think we've ever followed, but if we're gonna update. I say we go with the county and say, hey, what's your ordinance, and then we figure out what we wanna use of it, and then maybe we'll adjust it to kind of tweak down.
Well, in the one. East Street was like 600 some square feet.
But it has a foundation, it's in the ground, that's the way I understood it, this thing's actually pulled more into the ground,
Yes,
okay. So a shed is not,
right.
that's,
How-
so this guy
Yes,
has to
well,
get his stuff finished, right?
Yes. Well, he will, he doesn't yet, or he will.
Yeah. Okay, but I think,
Yeah.
they're gonna come down to electric service, plumbing,
More.
sewage. Right?
Yeah.
And then it has to have some kind of foundation or a grounding to something like or style or otherwise. And I think that the gallery in next to the gas lots is for, it's for the.
Some water, yeah,
For the port foundation, it's not a port foundation,
or
or port,
more, yeah.
and it has posts, the way I remember. Well, I'm all in favor of updating, we're going across one by one and we'll just amend some of the things. Do we have a meeting in January, or we have to
Yes.
test ourselves again?
Yeah.
I thought,
Jefferson, we had a question on the ordinance we made it works.
yes, I do. Show it right here.
Page two.
This one right here. Electric installation and expanded capacity to produce inverters. System, but they were this amendment. Our problem with this is that there's a gentleman on 350 and young figure. Okay. And it's an established business. Okay. There was some. Okay. He's in the process of building a new, he hasn't started. yet.
Yeah, he started
did start it.
taking now.
Okay, but I thought he had a level now, but he hasn't actually started raising the building.
No.
Okay, so he's gonna add. Okay, probably could add. One or two more roads,
Yeah.
right? The lot that big. Okay. So. We don't wanna prohibit them from doing that, or doing that. And then Paul also has a small property, but he could probably get another. Maybe
Maybe
one,
one, maybe.
maybe another building out there.
Well, you know what he's doing,
I know what he said, I haven't seen anything or whatever, but if we don't have mold or something. Yeah. And there we go.
I don't care, if it doesn't look like crap.
I mean,
If I go to the does, then you'll expensive.
I mean, so.
So is that,
Sure. Okay,
yeah, that's.
so other than that, I don't think we have any other real issues. I mean, I like the 60-day, the fact that some of the other stuff is put in there, I'm not using it. I like it for the use, and then we really just don't want usually use for that, that purpose. That makes sense, yeah. So I don't, it's almost like, hey, we've got a, 2-acre lot, somebody comes in and like, oh, hey, the portion. That's what we want to try to affect, right? Not stop them.
Because also we get, the town is not even like that.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean, or anything.
you don't get any tax then, then really take it each and then it's fine.
Right.
Everywhere you go, they just keep it.
So is this something we can take out tonight and still pass this, or?
Yeah, you would just take it, you would just need to. Cause right now, that's just, cause really, you guys, that was just prepared as if it was ready to go, where it needs to be.
It's up for that, right?
Yeah, cause you would just amend the copy that goes, gets attached to the certification. So, yeah, we would just strike it out, reprint it, and then if that's what passes, then the president or secretary would sign, certify that, and then that would be sent to council.
Okay.
So I'm all in favor for the amended version.
Right.
You strike that.
Yeah.
I say, yes.
Take out this, that first, next paragraph right here.
Yeah.
We worked on that. You ain't going down there and signing? So just.
You're in the air, so mine's gonna do. Mine's gonna be, strike it out, page two,
Withdraw lenders or
just the line.
Yes, sir.
then. Sign that we are,
What are we really doing?
Once you send the things right, it's harder. Here, there.
You got the original.
They're all much very long. They're working on everything go. Go to the public hearing.
Good, but yeah.
Okay, right. I'm already breaking down the words. So this will be, and also like this, and our own part, so this would be later, this would be later.
Okay.
Would be-
I just have a copy.
It's the same, so, do I know attach the,
This mirror.
Hey, Jerry.
This here is now.
Oh my
Because
god.
the exhibits are all the same. Just.
I got to there, that's all I got.
Who's the with that?
Out in time.
He said, every now and then.
Oh, great. Okay.
Leave it as it is.
How do you want that?
Very good.
So either the president or the secretary is assigned to certify. You got an origin. We don't need to wait to say that they passed.
Yeah, I am.
That's 35 letter to the secretary. Council and.
Help if I like more than one attachment.
Okay.
So the president.
And then-
Yeah.
I was just.
On the DP, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can just do either or. Well,
Oh, too much.
she's very smart.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Please.
You just sit here.
Let's make it. Extract it out. Give it.
Yeah, she.
Oh, but he's trying to make the chambers.
Yeah, just make it on there.
Okay.
They're-
Right, Jeff sees the plan to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's gonna be bought up. Whatever you call the sugar, so. I'll sign anything as long as it's paper.
Or you're really, you think I'm just saying.
I'll be pretty lot bigger than all I do.
Are we going?
Yes.
Son-in-law sent us tickets.
Yeah.
You go down there at Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you sign, Jeffrey?
Usually probably do two
Jack.
times a year.
J.O.
Watches, I, Becky,
Oh my god.
get the treatment.
Yeah, okay.
She do good. Yeah, she
Bessie?
Yep, Miss that's good.
Pass.
Actually, does she waited for her day. Well, she said she, and then I got, like, right here, that was the first, she said, she played chicken, good, she thought stay. She does stay.
Yeah, get it passed tonight and then that's another thing after the table for next year.
She said, he's arrested. 2 point.
That's a
You know, she,
good activity.
she had,
It's grow up this and.
see when he was in the baby,
And they strike out,
uh,
that's paragraph 1, which.
which, she went.
Anybody in the grandfather who was speaking.
He said the only.
Just gonna, just start.
Facility shall not be expanded its capacity of the most.
Don't sign those yet.
Do with a black.
Oh, no.
I've printed it 2 times on purpose and all.
So.
I'll sign those.
So you guys, okay, has it.
We did.
Alright, that's good.
You still got, you got one more thing here or you want me to do it?
Should be.
No, sign that. This is the one that's.
Yeah.
Alright.
Make sure you shred that, cause we know that's way so.
And then the ordinance adoption for this one.
Yeah, everybody just rather take out that thing, or they're gonna get something attached to it. Right, if you ever, don't walk back over.
It all, that's over.
We reaction like we have to about it. This one, yeah, the one that's to be that roll it out here.
Where'd you have yours going? Upstairs.
But he was, I mean, 20 years old, and I'm like, where you from?
It's not like you think it means three or four.
I said, here's the doctor, and I was, sorry. Listen to me. I said, so you don't have to treat it. All right, yeah, and you put some beauty.
You're good, Jeff.
Never did.
Fine.
You know, cut it off. 5 minutes, and we're okay.
It's a house, man.
Okay, we go. Do it. You know.
Sign the thing from the day.
How's Terry doing?
All right, on the board.
When you leaving?
I'm
In the morning.
gonna sneak in the back or something.
Flight's supposed to leave at 7, we gotta be over at 5.
That's a tough life.
Yeah.
So, I'm away for a couple weeks if you're with.
That's the kind of the guy that brings.
Will you down this year?
I'm looking,
You raise them some bird.
can't say out loud, because it'll be recorded.
Somewhere eventually that big yacht.
Yeah, I'd love to take the yacht, but it'd take me so much gas, I don't think I could afford it. And then there'll be pirates on the way in.
Yeah.
No, we fly Saturday, or, I'm sorry, Friday. Right, so I wasn't staying for the official meeting, I still got a pile.
So that's party at your place if you're not there.
What's that?
One party at your place, nobody's there. Well, sure, sure.
I
I some spring and one
yeah, which is, how you doing on, big format, you all right with that, or? Yeah, I have, just so much more to go, so much more.
I ain't been there, you probably got that moved around, I ain't been here in a while.
So I've been updated.
You been updated?
Yeah.
You ain't working there one day, but
Yeah, I'm trying to,
I'd much rather see your wife out there.
you and everybody else understand.
Remember they done, they drove around in the car when people's mother?
Oh, the roofing guy, yeah.
Very like that.
The red truck. And my favorite is that, the, family friends, and then the dad or the husband will somehow magically like Facebook a friend request her. And it's like, wow, I mean, seriously, like our grown children who kept with it, I mean, it was.
Small play.
Yeah, it's one of the last time you're trip. Yeah, well, Merry Christmas to you guys. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Take a dog.
Thank you, Jeff.
Seen her day somewhere, seen her driving with the dog in the front, I was like, it's gotta be.
Yeah, I gotta take them to one of the kids. One of the kids is coming down.
She dressed the kids, lost it all. And her baby.
And then, the other one's been coming down first.
Oh, it's
Because
good.
dad got it. He's like, all right, so you've been doing it now for a while. It's like, hey. That pipeline's got it all.
They didn't try to kill him now or nothing again, when you
When he was young, I was probably ready to go to jail.
He was, it doesn't sound Carl. Yeah.
Yeah. He, yeah, I'll tell you a story about him, but it's.
The female or?
Yeah. And you
Or
was?
not?
Did you take after you long before?
He has a mix in me and his, Tanya's mom, which is about lethal combination. You can hang. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It is. Rough. All right, you, are we careful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Safe, Jeff.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Merry
Okay, Merry Christmas. I'll see you, next month. 21st, right? 6 P.M. So we can vote ourselves in.
Yes.
I'm too sick of it.
Or should I let everybody else in now, or should I please the door locked?
So I'm gonna stay out there for a few more minutes. Okay, we good?
Yep, okay.
We'll make a motion to open the meeting.
Second.
No, I.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call. Terry,
Here.
Bobby,
I think I'm here.
Brian,
Brother.
Davis, Kathy, Lynn, Aaron, Andrea, Jeffrey.
Here.
Okay. We need a motion to approve the agenda. I'll make a motion.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. November 19th, 2025 council meeting minutes. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Council report, old business. Ordinance 2025-12-2, amending ordinance 2025-11-2. Annexation of 14649 Tetraville Road.
I'll give you them
You might.
folders.
Here we go. That's one. Never go back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, it is beyond for a while before you figure it out. So we can, yeah, approve it, but I'll find the paper to sign it later. That'll be okay. Sorry.
I just had that add the map to it, that's all it was.
That was for where we annexed, that property on Chesterville.
Yeah.
How it burnt down,
Yeah, I read that.
yeah.
So have the name. Sorry. Everything is one of the side that.
All right, I'll make a motion that we approve that.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, sorry.
Gas station lot, we did not receive any bids on the gas station lot as advertised. So I'm assuming like, now maybe we just get a hold of a realtor, see what they think is actually good. You know, what we should send over it to.
That seems a lot, like a lot.
Right,
I mean, I know the gas and electric and everything's there, but it's just,
that's a lot of money for
a
a
lot of
lot.
money for a lot, and kind of want to see it.
Yeah. So you guys go with me to find out what they suggest and
Yeah, I,
I'll make a motion.
yes, sir.
Can I add that?
Yes,
Let's put that school in the same thing, get them in real for hands, get rid of it.
Okay.
If you don't mind, it's up to you guys. And this is like, man, if we got one realtor in there, you might as well use it for both things, you know what I mean?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second
All in favor?
Thank you.
Okay. 14552 Main Street renewal contract. So NDOT and O'Mara, I reached out to, O'Mara and he said that he's pretty sure they're not gonna renew that, lease in February. I think they're done here, so, he's just gonna double check with NDOT and make sure, so that's up February 1st. We do have someone that's reached out to, see about renting that building. She would like to put a Harrison. Her name is Bridget Sizemore. So just, what you guys think about that? I mean, I think it'd be a great opportunity to get it re-rented.
it. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
they would have to do some, you know, some modifications in there, but I'm good with that, if you guys are good with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
What's your take on
Well, no, I'm good with it, but we just need to know what we're getting and get for.
Yeah.
it? Right.
What we got?
They should pick maybe if they want to stay there.
Then we got money.
Mhm.
Right here,
The one I had in my head. Okay,
that's other ones.
okay, so we can go ahead and just sign this.
Well, the,
That's the one that we skipped a minute ago because we thought we couldn't find it. I had it right here the whole time, Terry.
That's a surprise.
Like me.
Okay, so, and right now we're charging $1,200 a month rent. I would say we stay with that at least, and then, but we're paying the utilities.
So we need to go away from there.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think we keep sewer in our, you know,
Yeah,
that way we know that's getting paid, and then we would say, you know, $1,200 deposit, and then we do the water and electric and gas. Everybody go with that? I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
So,
Aye.
$1,200 deposit.
1,200 a month rent. And then they will pay electric, gas, and water. College Street, 159-10-301-001.000-02.
That's the lot line copies.
So, that's the roadway back there by Carnegie, that corner strip, that is in our name now. We haven't got the deed yet, but it is in our name, we're just waiting on the recorded deed.
they go all the way around.
No, it's just where Kathy owned, like, from College Street up to the curve. Like around the curve, but then it stops right there, right?
Drive grass, we don't have.
Yeah. Okay. Motion to approve HWC invoice for application 13990.
And I put a copy here, Brian, it's memoirs, but the invoice. Total is $118,262.
And that's for the roads.
The CCMG grant money that we received.
I'll make a motion.
Well, so.
On that, I got a question.
Mhm.
Is this the road one?
Yeah,
Were they late on getting that done, starting that project?
yes, they were.
So did they take anything off or do anything extra for us?
I don't think they did. Cause I. When
I
I
thought it
talked to
cost-
him about it, Tim said it cost us more if we went with an attorney. To try and fight with him about it, then.
Then it was just
A day or two, I
a
think.
couple of days.
Alright, yeah, I said, no, I heard that they were late on the contract.
And, one of the guys from road came out last week and went through and looked at all the roads, both Lanning and 10.
There's 1 year warranty on it. On the road, the seal and stuff they did, because they discussed how it's darker in some areas and not in others. So they're gonna review it again in the summer and see if it's faded at all more than maybe we could. Go from
And
there.
that's through Tim and them guys decided to do that, or
Yeah, there's a letter.
I seen that. were they all?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You can take ordinance 2025-12-1. And that was. Okay. So this is an ordinance regarding the speed motorized vehicles in the town limits of Morrisville. This ordinance shall repeal the section 70-301 to adopt and describe section 70-19. Chapter 70, section 70.01, subsection 70.19 speed. Whereas the town council of the Morrisville finds it necessary for the safety of its citizens to regulate the speed of motorized vehicles within the corporate limits of the town of Morrisville, Indiana. And whereas IC code, Indiana code 9-21-5-2 establish maximum lawful speed limits on highways, including urban districts, and whereas Indiana code 9-21-5-6 grant local authorities the power to alter speed limits within their jurisdiction when appropriate signing is posted. Now therefore. So, the purpose of this ordinance is to promote public safety by regulating the speed of motorized vehicles on the streets, alleys, and roadways within the town limits, consistent with the Indiana code. Except all otherwise posted, no person shall operate a motor vehicle within the town limits at a speed exceeding 25 miles per hour. On streets posted with specific speed limits by the town council, a posted limit shall apply. No person shall drive a motor vehicle at a slow speed to impede or block the normal or reasonable movement of traffic, except when reduced speed is necessary for safe operation or in compliance with the law. Any person who is driving at such slow speed and under those circumstances that 3 or more other vehicles are blocked and cannot pass on the left around this vehicle shall give the right of way to that vehicle by pulling off to the right of the right lane at the earliest reasonable opportunity and allowing the blocked vehicles to pass. Legal reference. These limits are authorized under IC 9-21-5-6, which permits local authorities to declare reasonable and safe speed limits within urban districts. Enforcement. The ordinance may be enforced by the town of Morrisville, town marshal, deputy marshal, and any other law enforcement officer authorized under Indiana law to enforce traffic regulations within its limits of the town of Morrisville. A person who violates this ordinance commits a Class C infraction pursuant to Indiana Code 9-21-5-2, Indiana Code 9-21-5-6, and IC 34-28-5-4. And is subject to all fines, costs, and procedures applicable under Indiana law. Map of the area affected by this ordinance is attached in Exhibit A. A table of local roads and streets that are affected by this ordinance is attached in Exhibit B. If any provisions of this ordinance is found invalid or unenforceable, the remaining provisions shall remain in effect. Effective date, this ordinance shall take effect on December 17, 2025, following publication in accordance with the Indiana law. Adopted and passed by the Town Council of Morrisville, Indiana, the 17th day of December, 2025. Now make a motion.
I'll say.
All in favor?
Go
Aye. That brings us to ordinance 2025 12-3.
Not that one.
No, that's 11-3.
That's for the annexing the land. We patched the map. Two, there should be three of them. One. Last time, you don't know, we did it twice. Great.
We're in need of Christmas.
There's this three.
Three of them, I got my hand.
In order to adopt a favorable recommendation of advisory plan commission amending zoning regulations of the town of Morrisville to prohibit new commercial storage facilities and mini warehouses. Whereas the town council of the town of Morrisville, Indiana is authorized pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-4-607 to adopt amendments to the zoning regulations of the town of Morrisville upon receiving a favorable recommendation from the advisory plan commission of the town of Morrisville. Whereas pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-4-602B, the plan commission conducted a public hearing earlier this day, December 17, 2025, regarding proposed amendments to the zoning regulations to prohibit future establishment of commercial storage facilities and mini warehouses to the town of Morrisville. Whereas following said public hearing, the plan commission voted to submit a favorable recommendation to the town council that the proposed amendments be adopted. And whereas the plan commission has certified its favorable recommendation to the town council pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-4-602B, and the proposed amendments are intended to apply prospectively only and shall not affect any lawfully existing commercial storage facilities or mini warehouses as of the effective date of this ordinance, which shall be permitted to continue as non-conforming uses pursuant to section 2.3 of the zoning regulation. Whereas the town council has reviewed the favorable recommendations of the plan commission and finds that the proposed amendments serve the public health, safety, and welfare of the town and are consistent with the comprehensive plan of the town. Whereas pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-4-608, the town council may adopt the proposed amendments by ordinance following receipt of the plan commission's favorable recommendation. Now therefore be it ordained by the town council of town of Morrisville of Indiana as follows. Adoption of plan commission recommendation. The town council hereby adopts and approves the favorable recommendation of the advisory plan commission of the town of Morrisville dated December 17, 2025, regarding amendments to the zoning regulations of the town of Morrisville. Amendment to section 2.2 uses of land not permitted. The section 2.2 uses of land not permitted of the zoning regulations of the town of Morse Hill be. And the same is hereby amended by adding a new section 2.2.4 to read as follows. Commercial storage facilities, many warehouses, and similar self-storage operations as defined in section 12.64.1 of this ordinance shall not be permitted as a principal use of accessory use in any zoning district within the town of Morse Hill and shall not be approved by the Board of Zoning Appeals as a special use or land use variance. This prohibition shall apply respectively only and shall not apply to any commercial storage facility or mini warehouse lawfully existing on the effective date of this amendment. Any such lawfully existing facility shall be deemed a non-conforming use and may continue identically in accordance with the provision of section 2.3 of this ordinance. Non-conforming uses of land subject to the following conditions. Such facility shall not be relocated to another part of this lot on which it is located, nor to another lot where it would be non-conforming use. Such facility shall not be replaced with another non-conforming use. If such facility has ceased to be used for a period of 6 months or longer, it shall be considered to have ceased permanently and the non-conforming use shall not be permitted to resume. Such facility shall not be substituted for another non-conforming use. For purposes of subsection B above, a commercial storage facility or mini warehouse shall be deemed lawfully existing if the facility was in actual operation as a commercial storage facility or mini warehouse as of the effective date of this ordinance. The facility complied with all the applicable zoning regulations in effect at the time of its establishment or was established prior to the adoption of zoning regulations. All required permits, licenses, and approvals of the facility were obtained or the facility predated the requirement of such permits, licenses, and approvals. Amendment to Chapter 12 definitions. The Chapter 12 definition of the zoning regulation of the town of Morse Hill be and the same is hereby amended by adding a new section 12.64.1 to read as follows. Commercial storage facility or mini warehouse. Commercial storage facility or mini warehouse shall be defined as a faculty which provides multiple individual storage spaces that have not more than 200 square feet or less of floor area per space, are separated by permanent interior partitions, have individual access to each storage space, and are not in accessory use, commercial or industrial activities. The term does not include warehouses as defined in section 12.114 of this ordinance, nor does it include auto storage yards or salvage yards as defined in section 12.11 and 12.93 respectively. Sure.
Section 4, amended section 3.4.2.30, warehouses and distribution facilities. That section 3.4.2.30 of the zoning regulation of the town of Morse Hill be and the same as hereby amended to read as follows. 3.4.2.30, warehouse and distribution facilities. For purpose of this section, warehouse shall mean facilities used primarily for the storage of goods, equipment, food, and materials in conjunction with wholesale, retail, or industrial operations, and in which there is no manufacturing or processing except as required to maintain and repair the structure. The section does not include commercial storage facilities or mini warehouses as defined in section 12.64.1 of this ordinance, which are prohibited pursuant to section 2.2.4 of this ordinance. Section 5, findings. The town council hereby adopts the findings of the planning commission as set forth in its favorable recommendations dated December 17, 2025, and further finds as follows. The amendments adopted herein are consistent with the comprehensive plan of the town of Morris Hill. The amendments serve the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare for the town. The amendments will preserve the chapter and intended purpose for the commercial zoning districts. The amendments apply prospectively only to protect lawful existing commercial storage facilities as non-conforming use, and the amendments comply with all applicable requirements of the Indiana Code 36-7-4602 and 36-7-4-607. Section 6, severability. If any section, subsection, sentence, clause, phrase, or portion of the ordinance is for any reason held invalid or unconstitutional by any court to competent jurisdiction, which portion shall be deemed in a separate, distinct, and independent provision, and such holding shall not affect the validity of the remaining first portion of hereof. So. Section 7, repealer. All ordinance of this or parts of this ordinance in conflict with the provisions of this ordinance are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict. Section 8, effective date. This ordinance shall be in full force and effective from and after its passage, approval, and publication as required by law. The effective date of the ordinance shall be December 17, 2025. Adopted and passed by the town council of town of Morris Hill on the 17th day of December 2025. I'll make a motion to approve.
The only thing I don't know. Do all build more storage buildings out there?
Yeah, so here's what the thing is, so,
That he can't put. Like
Shipping container.
shipping containers and stuff.
I mean, actually he can. This is really to keep from like any new storage units coming up in town. Like somebody buys a lot and then they wanna put it under storage unit.
Somebody say they buy the filling station.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
that way you don't get more in town because we don't get any money from them.
yeah.
So the people that already have them, they can add on, but we just can't let a bunch more come to town.
Okay. Also,
Okay, so I made a motion, you gonna second, Terry?
I'm sorry.
Oh, all in favor? Aye.
Who's reading the next one?
What do we got next?
Rexy invoice.
Okay, invoice for advertising the school property. So when Mike Perlenberg helped us with the school in the beginning, it was also listed on this Crexy website. The website, you get so many things for free. We had a meeting, with them and we can upgrade to a, like a paid version, which they gave us a great deal. It was $250 a month for 2 months. And then that gets the information out to all kinds of developers. I have a paper here that shows like the people that, have looked at it, the people that have like saved the property on their profile. It tells you who, like if they're just, if they're property managers or if they're, let's say, like real estate buyers, there's, service providers, principal investors. So when I did this training also, I asked them, should I be sending emails to these, people that have, looked at our page and saved it? And he said, absolutely. But to be honest, I haven't had time. I did send a couple emails, here, Bobby, here's a copy of that also for you. But, at the beginning of the year, I can send out a bunch more. I just haven't had time, to really work on it that hard, but we have that until January, till the end of January. If you guys are good with that,
Yeah,
so I'll make a motion. Harry, you'll second,
yeah.
all in favor? You can keep this if you want, I have some here, or it's up to you, if you want to keep it for your record. Okay, letter of agreement between Trex and Town of Morris Hill.
This letter of agreement is between the Trex participating agency. Participating agency Town of Morris Hill and the Trex Clearinghouse. The agency agrees to utilize the Trex Clearinghouse letter service. For one tax cycle year from December 1st, 2025 to October 2nd, 2026. The agency understands that the clearinghouse will mail notices to debtor offset candidates as specified under ICE 6-8.1- on the agency's behalf. The clearinghouse agrees to abide by all Indiana codes regarding the notification letter set forth in IC 6-8.1-9.5. The clearinghouse agrees to make available a copy of the letters mailed to the agency through their secure online portal. The agency reaffirms that they will abide by all requirements as set forth in the memorandum of understanding between the agency and the Association of Indiana Counties to participate in the Trex Clearinghouse. This includes maintaining up-to-date records with the clearinghouse and maintaining reasonability for all debtor contestations that may arise for the clearinghouse letter service. The agency agrees to pay the clearinghouse $3 per letter. The clearinghouse agrees to invoice the agency monthly for the previous month's letters. The agency agrees to pay the invoice within 30 days of receiving the notice.
So this is where we can tax intercept, is that correct?
That's for like sewer bills that are
Wait.
waived. We can send that to them and then that will attach to their taxes. Or like their federal income tax that they get, we will get that money out of their federal income tax.
Okay. I make a motion to do this.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye. Okay, now we have. Motion to approve clerk treasurer and town marshal bond for January 2026 through December 2026.
Make a motion, second.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then renewal of the contract with Steve Schillenberger for 14467 Main Street. And that is over the end of this year, is that
Yeah.
correct?
December 31st. It's the last day for the contract.
That's the church, the guy that runs it upstairs.
If right now it's set at $350 a month is what he pays.
And that's no utilities, correct?
Correct.
The only thing I will say is, he did put new lights in this year. And like the bell tower, the bell rails, we fixed that. But I'm not sure that we don't need to revise that, maybe the rent.
Yeah, I'd rather, yeah.
You want me to raise it, lower it? What do we all think?
Well,
$350, and they pay utilities, or
we
We
pay
do.
the utilities,
that sounds pretty cheap then.
right?
On my gas bill, which was $300, so.
My electric bill's always right off, over like $380.
The problem with that is we got a head start in the basement, so they.
So it's utilities for.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The spreadsheet showing how much the bills are for the last few years for the property. I'll email you guys a copy so you can see what it was.
And then can we wait and,
We can read it in January.
okay. All right, that'll work, yeah, I make a motion to wait, we check out what all the utilities cost and. And then we'll second that,
I'll say that.
Aye.
Aye.
Uh,
Okay. Hand over the baton.
Approve November 2025 general sewer and payroll account APDs.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approve November 2025 payroll funding utility reports.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Approve November 2025 certification of internal controls by the Port Salt Council.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Approve November 1st to November 30th, 2025 payroll time worksheets.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Approve.
Leave you that involved.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Approve November 2025 payroll roundup.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approve November 2025 wastewater utility adjustments.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did get a return check from the customer 6401. I put the balance back onto the account that check covered, and I charged to his account the return check fee from the bank and the charge per our ordinance.
Right.
So, which tells me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that, you hate to.
Yes. Oh, no.
So we need to make a motion. There, okay. All right, town attorney.
I don't think there's much to add, although I do think we need to figure out what we plan to do with the LMS situation. If we can identify the link internally, or we need to outsource the third party to find a leak. We can identify the leak. Then the recommendation would be that we reach out to them or to their attorney and try to negotiate that resolution. I have, because as far as I'm aware, they're still denying the fact that there's a leak.
And there was ice like the size of two of these tables.
Okay,
Yeah, it was,
are we documenting that pictures? Yeah, I would
Okay.
do that.
I know Lenny had talked to them. I think last week, maybe, because he said that, you know, that they were still saying that it wasn't leaking, and he's like, what's all this ice about? And
Yeah.
Don't fight it, it's better.
yeah. Well, then are you good, Jefferson?
Yeah.
Okay, local street and road, Lenny isn't here, but I will say, we had the best looking roads in Denver County, I think, he does a great job.
Really good.
I couldn't believe like how they were in Milan from the elementary school even like 2 days ago. I feel bad for them, you
I
know.
know a lady said, Dad, he wanted to do the meeting up there. See how many people was there to raise hell.
Yeah.
Got like 5 employees.
Yeah, he does a great job here.
He also does have a boot on his foot right now, too. He broke his foot,
Yeah.
his right foot. Got bad on his feet.
Yeah. Okay, town market report, Brian.
Alright, activity report, is one of the things, go through November's 2025 report. Agency assist 2, criminal mischief 1, citizens assist 2, suicidal person 1, 911 hangups 1, title checks 4, mental person 1, traffic violations 2, business checks 96. Then, I want to discuss our training for next year, for our mandate training and stuff, and get that approved through the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy or Association. It's gonna be in Indianapolis, same as it was last year. I wanna get lodging and the training approved. Lodging's gonna be for 2 rooms for 2 people, $508, without tax. They said they would take that off when we got there with the rate paperwork, and then the training, they haven't posted it yet, but it should be about $75 per person, $75 per person. If I can get that approved, so I can get the rooms booked. That handles all our mandate training, we have the full year request extra.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor? And then Brian, on those, on your guys' reports, the monthly reports, can you guys break those down separately? Like you do one, Dave does one? Would that be okay?
Maybe we could, that's not a thing. Usually when you do an activity as a department,
And then also I sent, Dave a message, I don't know. So Bealers over here where those people moved out. I talked to him back before, winter walk and asked him to get that cleaned up. And he said he would. Cause first he said that he was gonna wait until, the first of the year and get a dumpster and start working on it. But I told him that we were having a winter walk and that it looks terrible out there. So I asked if you guys will send him a, new letter.
yeah.
We have a new address.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
give me the address.
okay,
Type it up.
yeah, and he acted like he would do it before winter walk, but then, and it just looks terrible.
There was very little done, but the only thing they did was shut the garage door.
Yeah,
Why they couldn't just throw it in yet.
right, yeah. So. Okay, wastewater report. I don't know of anything Paul has going on except he needs to take those, E. coli lights out. And Laney's off the rest of the year, so I don't know if he'll get someone else to help him do that. It's probably like maybe a 2-hour job. Or if he'll wait till Laney's used up all his vacation time at the first of the year, so. I think that's all we got going on there. We do have, so someone else is interested in renting the gym she is, coaching for St. Nicholas. It's Kaylee Wright, Pat Wright's daughter. But she's wanting to rent the gym, 4 Mondays and a Wednesday, and then maybe 3 Saturdays, and she was wanting to know if she could get a better rate than us charging the $45 or $35 a day. For those days.
What days is she working?
She needs December 22nd, 29th. And January 5th, those are all Mondays. January 7th is a Wednesday and January 12th is a Monday. And then she said about 3 Saturdays. I guess St. Nicholas Gym is getting rehab and they can't practice over there. We also need to think about getting a keypad on the floor over there like we have here. Because I'm not gonna be able to let people in all the time. My daughter can already start her basketball games and I won't be in town. So Laney said he could take that bar off that opens the door, one of the doors over there, but the keypad will like we up here. That's what he had to do on that door there.
On the side doors.
I would say maybe one of the back
Just
doors,
do it.
because that side, door that we've been having people come in to the cafeteria, there's no lights back there.
Yeah,
That's a mess. Well, I think Laney changed some, but they're still not working.
no, they're all, I can get them on.
So,
I'll get it in there. So what you wanna do, lower the rate?
yeah, she was just thinking $90, but she does it 2 days a week, that's $90 a week, that's a lot of money for. I don't know if you would be willing to do. Maybe
I mean, it's not gonna be,
25,
yeah, it's not gonna use nothing extra, it's the light on the gym. Where you got.
right, and I mean, the boys are working great over there, right now. It was nice in winter walk, we had a lot of stuff in there for winter walk, Terry, and it was super nice.
Is it working? I went back to her check.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little cold in the gym, but the school feels pretty good,
Is, I gotta go check it then. That's not right there.
yeah. So I'll make a motion, we do 25. Or do you wanna do it just a set price for her for like 11 days? Do 11 days at $20? I don't, what do you guys think?
That's,
Terry, I'm good with it, I don't know.
it's all right.
I mean, we already got the stuff on, so I said it needs,
It's already home.
I'd like to see people in there at least.
Yeah.
Paying for it, not so bad.
Okay, so you're good with we'll just do $20 a day for 11 days. Okay. Also, one more thing, the Mennonite guy from Chesterville reached out to me. He wants to, see about if we still have it in the spring, if they can have their daughter's wedding in there. I'm gonna meet him after the meeting tonight, and let him look at it.
I think a lot of people, they get insurance.
Hmm.
Insurance,
Yeah, I told her she would have to have insurance, liability insurance on it.
I got that one you emailed me about today. Sure. What the Amish guy, he won't have insurance, will they, from that guy, sorry.
They'll have to get it for that day, they can get just one day liability insurance.
different insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, so I told Kaylee that I'd have to get that,
I don't know, do they do drink alcohol still?
I don't know about that, I would say that would be.
That would be regulated too, I mean, they have to have a bartender like anybody else does, and they have to have a permit, we don't have, so to make sure they know that. You can get a state permit unless you do.
They drink alcohol.
I don't know, I don't know the
I would
difference.
say just don't allow
Yeah,
it, yeah,
but I mean, if there's something, you know, they have to have a permit there, what we just share.
right. Okay. Anything else, anybody?
Don't forget Saturday,
Yeah, you guys going?
did you get the invite on some?
But I don't even call it sure.
Terry, you're gonna be,
You got it over there.
toes on the beach.
Becky wanted me to ask you about us getting the gift card instead.
Oh, there's that.
Well, I mean, the real.
I'll save them leftovers.
Okay, I'll tell you what, we went over, we always go to Raw House. So we went over and we drove around, and there was no place to park on Raw House, so I said, well, I'll go with Wagner's. When I went over to Wagner's, I found out why everybody was at the Raw House. So they raised the prices immensely, yeah.
I never
Ever since they got that changed the beer, boy, it's, I forget what it was for a whole chicken and a couple of salads.
I'm thinking maybe next year we can go to Third and Main.
Yeah. I texted her.
There's money there. Dude,
I've been able to go there one time.
Are we closed?
Yeah.
Yes, make a motion to close.
that's that.
Fine.
Aye.
Said, ah. It's supposed to be nice, but here, I know usually it's.
Well, it's supposed to warm up here.
I said, I think